Yeah, so we're talking about value and outcomes, goals, and KPIs. One right off the top is, we're all operating businesses that are in generally the nonprofit realm. So we're commercial facing, and although that term kind of frightens people and thinks, well, if I'm commercial, this is the thing about CS. Here's a thing right now we've got going on, where when everybody thinks about commercially responsible, they think about, I have to be tied to revenues, profits, and margin. Well, yeah, if you want to, move the boulder up the hill, absolutely. And in order to get things for your team and to provide those things for those that you're responsible for, your team, your company, and your customer, well, yeah, you've got to tie yourself to the numbers that matter. But that's not always how, it's not always so transactional in that case. So when I think about delivering for the customer and for the company, there's also the ways that you can be commercially facing that you're delivering for your customers' goals, and whether that's your internal partners, your customers, or that's your customer in the classic sense, then there are also things that they want to get accomplished. Maybe they want to move a needle on an ESG program, or maybe they want to move the needle in other ways that aren't tied to hard numbers and dollars, but those are main objectives and goals. And as CS practitioners, one of the things that we should be doing is looking at a company's externally facing publications and news and information about themselves of what they list as their goals, and find ways that we are mapping not just to the ground level, day-to-day metrics that matter, but also, hey, how am I impacting your company at a greater scale? How am I talking your language? How am I using your semantics? And how am I helping you move in the way that your organization wants to move, not just commercially, but also culturally? And so those are one of the things I think about. The other thing I want to say while we're here is, a lot of individuals that come to customer success, this is their first foray into different things and different language. So when we talk about SLAs, a lot of customer success leaders haven't had to manage the SLAs in their past, and that's no fault of their own, just that part of their experience. So what I would recommend to those is that if you don't currently have a system of SLAs that you're measuring against, when you have generally right now probably very, very active motions with your customers, see how you can take and establish SLAs that you operate against, that you own, that have a lot of flexibility for you to deliver on. You're not putting a gun to your head, but see how you can start to work those into what you do as an organization, tie those to your processes, and really start to operationalize what you do in CS. That will get you further down the line as we talk about service delivery and maturation of those kind of motions within your CS org.